upon a time, there was a crocodile, and his name is Coco. Now follow me. Coco, 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 Coco. And he is now sleeping. He is now sleeping. And he has been sleeping for a long time. Oh, what a good sleep. And now I'm hungry. I need food. I have to eat something that can satisfy me. Coco the crocodile, she went to the river and she waited until a fish jumped to her mouth. Until there was one fish jump to her mouth. But the fish said, "Stop, don't eat me, Coco. Why? I'm hungry. I'm too small. You need a bigger food. You can go to the bank river and you can find 2 ducks. You're right. You're too small. You're not enough. I want more." So crocodile left the fish free. The crocodile went away and go to the river bank to find 2 ducks. The crocodile opened his mouth, but when Coco is ready to eat the 2 ducks, one of the ducks said, "Stop, don't eat me, I'm too small. But I'm hungry. You can eat something bigger than me. Go to the field near the mountain and you can find a big sheep. You're right. You're too small. You're not enough. I want more." So Coco the crocodile go towards the sheep. And when Coco is ready to eat the sheep said, "Stop! Don't eat me. Why? I'm hungry. Do you want something bigger than me? Of course, I will show you the way to go to the elephant." Wow! That sounds interesting. You're right. You're too small. You're not enough. I want more. And Coco, the crocodile, went away and tried to find the biggest food, elephant. But you know, elephant has something special. They have a long nose. So when the elephant saw Coco, the elephant used his long nose to shake the branches, and it dropped down right to the Coco crocodile. Oh, Coco crocodile was stuck, and then the Coco crocodile cried. Coco didn't get what he wants. Oh, I didn't get what I want. I was too greedy.
Amazing! Rona, Mentari!
Thank you so much.
Okay, so the moral of the story, don't don't be greedy.
There you go.
When you get hungry, just eat what is in front of you.
There you go. So
That's the
don't be
moral of
greedy.
story, right?
That is so true. Or, try to eat in small portions.
Exactly.
Will do, right?
Yes.
Again, let's give a round of applause to Rona. That was super. That was the hungry crocodile story.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Rona, we've got lots of questions
Yeah.
regarding the art of storytelling. itself.
Storytelling.
Okay, so before we jump anything to it, Rona, tell us, why are you so interested with storytelling, let alone using an instrument, ukulele?
Yeah. So I fell in love with stories since I was very small.
Right.
I think I was in kindergarten, 5 years old.
All right.
I was a very shy kid, and it's very hard for me even to talk to other people.
Right.
But when my teacher tell us a story in the class, I was beyond happy. It sparked something in me.
Right.
So I was inspired by my teacher's story.
Right.
Then after I got home, like every mother will say, my mother will ask, how was your school? And I will answer, my best moment at school, which is storytelling. So that was the moment when I retell my teacher's story to my mother,
Right.
who had been my best listener since the beginning.
Right.
And that moment became very unique, and of course, make my confidence started to grow.
Oh, okay.
And until today, I become professional storyteller.
Yay!
So happy.
Since you are now become a professional storytelling,
Yes.
what does storytelling means to you personally?
Well, for me, personally, storytelling is a path for finding myself.
Okay.
Because, like I said before, that my confidence started to grow, and with the confidence, I can learn new things. I am brave to try many things, and that led me to me today as a Rona Mentari storytellers. But beyond that, I feel that storytelling is serving the community through our story, because that story is a medium for educate,
Yes,
for giving information, for entertain many things.
Yeah.
Wow.
I strongly believe, Shafira, that Mbak Rona just said that, by storytelling something to your loved ones, especially to your little kids, right? It's a media to actually to give education, because sometimes, little kids, they don't want to listen, but when we do it by storytelling, they're more interested, right? Because I do have a daughter, and she loves storytelling as well. So I'm feeling the vibes, right?
Same.
Yes.
I have a daughter as well.
Yes.
And your daughter name's Cerita.
There you go.
Yes.
Wow.
The love of storytelling is resembled to the daughter's name,
Exactly.
right?
I hope she's watching now.
Oh, hi, Cerita.
Cerita, your mom's here.
Wow, she must be very proud of you.
I'm sure.
So you tell her a lot of story, I believe.
Yes.
Of course. So do you still remember the first story that you probably mesmerized you, and then you keep remembering, and then you retell to your audience?
My first story that I remember, and I still remember until today, is the teacher's story from
Right.
kindergarten. And
Wow.
he told me a story about one little girl named Trimbil.
Right.
And she's living in a village, and then there is a huge plane came from a moon.
Right.
Wow.
And then Trimbil went to the moon with that plane.
Whoa.
Something like that.
She went to outer space.
Yes.
Okay.
Very futuristic.
Exactly.
Right?
Wow.
And it's not like a usual plane. It's a piring terbang.
Okay.
A
Beautiful.
saucer. Yeah.
All right. Oh,
Yes.
wow.
Verona, correct me if I'm wrong, but you are actually you founded the Rumah Dongeng, all right? Rumah Dongeng Mentari. And also there's a Dongeng TV.
Dongeng TV as well.
Dongeng TV.
Yeah.
So tell us more about that. So again, we are sensing and we're feeling your vibes of the love of storytelling. But again, to have a foundation about storytelling,
as well.
the community, about Dongeng TV as well. you're really, expanding the love of the storytelling. Tell us more.
Yes, so Rumah Dongeng Mentari is a social community. It's a community about storytelling. So we, at first, in the beginning, it's very simple. So me with my sister,
Right.
We are open our house.
Okay.
To the,
That was when? When?
I think it was in 2010.
Okay.
2010, and that was the moment when me and my sister invite the kids around my home
Right.
and tell them a story twice a week.
All
Very
right.
simple. We also ask our friends to come over and
Right.
tell them a story, read them books, something like that. But until now, it grew.
Right.
It grew, and then in 2016, if I'm not mistaken, we started our first storytelling class. And the people in that storytelling class is now become the volunteer. And now we have hundreds of volunteers
Right.
around Indonesia. We create storytelling classes, storytelling circles, even storytelling festivals,
Right.
Yes.
Oh.
storytelling showcase, and we also create a storytelling book. Anything about storytelling.
Right.
Yeah, until today. And Dongeng TV, it's part of our collaboration
Right.
from Rumah Dongeng Mentari and also other storytelling community.
Okay.
We believe that in digital era, we can use the digital medium to also provide storytelling to the
Wow.
You're here. That is so true.
Exactly. Regarding to that, you mentioned already about the digital era. I
Yep.
still remember that storytelling has shaped me into become as I am today. I have a wide imagination about things. I keep I have visual over things because I listened to a story through audio cassette
Right.
when I was a child. Do you still remember that?
Still cassette.
Yes, and then I can be able to meet a storyteller
Yes.
like Rona today. And then you mentioned about digital era. How do you face the challenge nowadays that shape lots of human beings by storytelling, by telling a story? But in digital era, when people are just go straight to the point.
Yes.
How do you cope with that?
Yes, at first I was very shaking as well because for me, storytelling is when we meet in person.
Exactly.
We have physical closeness.
Yeah.
We can interact to each other. But then I was thinking that no, the world is changing.
Yes.
We have to adapt. And I realized that if there is a teller, story, and listener, that we can call it as a storyteller. And it also happened in digital medium. So that's why we create Dongeng.tv. We are creating storytelling content in our social media platform. It's part of adapting.
Right.
But we also encourage people, especially parents, to tell their kids storytelling in a traditional way.
Yeah.
Tell the kids story live, and because we know that there are more advantages. But
Of course. Now, speaking of that advantage, I do agree that it needs to come from the parents,
Yeah.
especially the mother first, right? Take baby steps.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like reading just a short or a few pages of a storybook before they go to sleep. I did that also, and it turns out that my daughter likes to read books at the end. But again, as a storyteller, Rona, what experience can you share to our viewers, especially when they are parents, about the power of storytelling to their young ones?
yes, first of all, we have to believe that the voice of our parents' storytelling is the best voice they can hear
Right.
to the children.
Right.
We as a parents don't need to be a professional storyteller like me, using guitar, something like that. Just as simply as read storytelling books before sleeping. It can be a good step to start storytelling activity in their home.
Yeah.
And there are many advantage from that. First of all, we can create imagination
Yes.
to the kids, because imagination can open many door of possibilities.
Yeah.
It can create creativity from the kids and many things.
Yeah.
That's imagination. And then the second, it creates bonding.
Yeah.
Parents and children has to be bonded, and
There's a psychological effect.
right. So the kids will trust
Yeah.
their parents, vice versa. So yeah, start create a baby step like what you said, and you'll thank me later.
There you
But
go.
yeah, I do. Do you still tell your kids a story
I do.
by
I
reading a book?
By reading a book.
Okay.
Yeah, if I have the
Yeah,
time,
of
because
course.
sometimes I come home,
Yeah.
they're already
They fell asleep, right.
But if I know that I'm coming home early,
Uh-huh.
and then there's the golden moment, I tuck them, every one of them, to one bed with me,
Yeah.
and I'll sit in the middle,
Yes.
and then I'll read a book, and then I'm not a professional storyteller like you, Rona, so I'll just
But
go,
still.
with the changing of the intonations,
Okay.
right? Like the crocodile, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
turns out to be a sheep, something like that. Just playing with it with the.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
that.
It's
So
awesome.
my kids would be my fans.
Okay.
Only them.
Awesome.
Yeah, because I think it can stimulate the
Yeah.
creativity, longing for another story
Yeah.
more and more.
Oh wait, not just that, and then more questions.
More questions.
Right.
Yes, to be critical about the story, the
Right.
follow and
Right.
everything.
Yes.
Because in the modern world right now, I know lots of companies using professional storytelling to create a story for the brand as well.
Yeah.
So. In a world saturated with lots of things, entertainment, and but we are still connecting with our classical story. What is the most popular story nowadays? Are you still bringing the classic story for your audience, or they demand modern story?
Well, yes, I love to tell traditional and classic story, but I recreate this with my style.
All right.
So that's why I use guitar. Sometimes I use also medium to tell the story. So it also can create interactivity if we use like social media, because they can comment or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we should adapt with that, and even though traditional storytelling is rare now, but for me, at some point, we need it.
Yeah, because there's a lot of moral story that we learn as a kid, and then we bring as a human when we are adults. So basically, you are mentioned about the community of this storyteller. How is the condition right now? How is this storyteller going, and what did you do to the community?
I like that question. Storytellers, we are now, I think it's growing. So we have now a lot of storytelling community, if I compare it to 5 years ago. So I think it's now getting better for us as a storyteller to become professional in this field. So some of us also have a program in their podcast now.
Wow.
Yes, and then YouTube channel, and
Okay.
they also go to
Another
famous
platform.
places,
Okay.
many platforms to
Okay.
tell the story. And yeah, I think social media also help.
Of course, of course.
Wow.
Now, is there any dream that you and also your foundation, your team, wants to achieve in the upcoming years, maybe such as collaborating with the international storytellers, maybe, or expanding? What's your thought?
So now Rumah Dongeng Mentari, we have a project called 10 Dongeng Nusantara.
Ooh!
So we are curated 10 traditional folk tales
Right.
around Indonesia.
Right.
We know that we have Malin Kundang from West Sumatra,
Yeah.
we have Timun Mas from Central
Bawang
Java.
putih, bawang merah.
Bawang putih, bawang merah. But that was the famous one. But have you ever heard about Perempuan Pembawa Api from Pulau Rote, or have you heard about Siuk Bambam, Siuk Bim Bim from Kalimantan, which is very amazing. The story itself is very powerful.
Right.
We recreate that and make a book from that.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
So we have 10 Dongeng Nusantara book. Also, we share it to the audience, so people can access it through our website rumahDongengMentari.com. It's free. You can open it and you
It's
can read it.
free.
Yes, yes, because there is a donor help us about
Okay.
that. It's good. Then from that we are collaborate with many storytelling community, with some public figure, and then we are expanding and try to serve the community through the stories we create, and that is for now. And for the upcoming, we are hoping to create more and more collaboration, and we really hope that storytelling can be a lifestyle again.
Oh, I like that. Lifestyle.
And this year we have something called Pagelaran Dongeng Jogja, and this year it will become international. So we call it
yay!
Jogja International Storytelling Show.
When is it? When is it?
It's in November.
November, right?
Yes, in Jogja, in the middle of pine forest.
Right.
It will be very beautiful because we are surrounded by trees.
It's international.
It's international. We invite
Aren't we proud of
some
that?
storytellers, and then not only storytellers from outside, but also Indonesian storytellers. So we hope it can create collaboration between each country.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So what about the audience now? I mean, about the storytelling, well, first time I listened to a story when I was a kid. Now I think they're expanding the audience as well. Not only a kids.
And just not just young
only a
ages,
children,
right?
Yes, most of them now still children who
Okay.
listen to our stories, but we want to expand, and we want to encourage people to understand that storytelling is not just for kids. We adults need storytelling.
We still need a story.
Yes, we still need a story, and then we are also creating a space like a storytelling circle to invite adults to tell stories to each other. So it's part of the way to also encourage people to tell a story as an adult.
Wow.
It's part of the
because
mission, right?
sometimes
Yeah.
we have a solution from nowadays problem from the story,
Exactly.
from a folktale.
Amazing. That's beautiful. So basically, there are another opportunity for someone to probably they have a hobby to read a book and they want to be a storyteller. Probably you have a best advice for them, especially who wants to be a storyteller, or any recommendations that you can share.
Yeah, for me, I recommend to keep practicing, keep telling story, create an opportunity for yourself to tell stories. You can ask your friends, maybe they create an event, let me tell the story to your event, something like that. And from that, we can learn.
Yes.
Because me, even though I was in a storytelling school in 2018, but experience made me succeed. I failed, but then I
To shape you
learned.
like
yes,
You are today, as you are.
There you
today.
go.
Yes.
Rona, Mentari, thank you so very much.
I think I know. I want to follow. I think I'm going to roll to the class of
There you go.
storytelling.
See,
Why not?
you have one student already now.
To the class.
Okay,
Very
another
interesting.
addition. Okay, Marona, thank
you so much for
very
coming.
much, and all the success for you and also for the upcoming international agenda in
Yay.
Yogyakarta.
thank you.
Right.